Two project management giants, one ultimate showdown. Which platform truly stands out? On one side, we have ActiveCollab, known for its simple, effective workflow tools. On the other, Taskworld, famous for visual project tracking and team collaboration. We're putting them head-to-head in real scenarios: task management, collaboration, pricing, integrations, and more. Let's move past the marketing lingo and focus on genuine utility. Each area gets scored, and by the end, you'll know exactly which one tops the chart. And trust me, the winner might just surprise you. Let's dive in. Right, before we start picking sides, here's the roadmap. We're going to check out price, project management features, collaboration and communication, reporting, user experience, and, oh yeah, integrations. Kind of everything you actually care about, right? Let's dig into the first round. Let's talk pricing. Honestly, this can be a deal breaker for a lot of folks. ActiveCollab comes in with a cheaper starting plan, so if you're bootstrapping or running a smaller agency, it's pretty attractive. The pricing is super straightforward too. But just a heads up, if you want the really spicy features, you're going to need a higher tier. Now, Taskworld gives you a free trial and kind of bundles the essentials into every plan, which is nice. But yikes, it's more expensive per user, and those fancy enterprise features, yeah, they'll cost you extra. If you're watching your budget, ActiveCollab is your friend here. Alright, let's get into features, because this stuff really sets these tools apart. ActiveCollab keeps it classic. You get your task lists, Kanban boards, even some time tracking and invoicing. Super handy for agencies. But if you're craving, say, native mind maps or really in-depth workflow automation, you'll feel a little let down. Taskworld, on the other hand, is like whoosh in with advanced Kanban, workflow templates, and checklists that make you look organized even when you're not. Sure, there's not much in the way of Gantt charts, and it lagged a bit on integrations, but honestly, those templates are an underrated lifesaver. This round? Now, collaboration. That's where things get interesting. ActiveCollab lets you drop comments, share files, the basics are there. But there's no built-in chat, and the email notifications can get a little much. Taskworld, they went all in. Built-in chat with channels, direct messages, plus mentions, feels a bit like a mini Slack inside your project tool. The downside, though, is if you're used to integrating with outside chat apps, you might feel a bit boxed in. But when it comes to straight-up communication power, Taskworld clearly outshines here. Oh, and here's something cool you might not know. Taskworld, it was actually inspired by feedback from employees at this massive multi-billion-dollar group. Makes sense why they put such an emphasis on team communication, right? Let's talk numbers. How do these tools handle reporting and analytics? ActiveCollab gives you some solid time tracking reports and overall progress insights. But resource management, kinda weak sauce. Taskworld serves up a performance dashboard, plus some really cool trend and workload graphs. Exporting options aren't amazing, but overall, both tools actually keep pace with each other here, so I'd call this one a tie. Moving on to interface and overall experience, because if you're staring at this thing all day, it better not give you a headache. ActiveCollab's interface is modern and pretty intuitive, but if you've got a big team, things can get cluttered fast. Taskworld leans into this super colorful style, visual layouts everywhere, and the drag-and-drop experiences like Chef's Kiss. That said, some people might find it a bit too playful, like, is this a project manager or a digital playground? Still, Taskworld wins the beauty contest. Integrations. Okay, this one always trips people up. ActiveCollab connects smoothly to Zapier and invoicing tools, and you can export your data pretty easily. But if you're looking for, hardcore Slack or MS Teams integrations, you're gonna be disappointed. Taskworld does play nicely with Zapier, but honestly, there just aren't as many direct app tie-ins. In this category, ActiveCollab actually comes out ahead. Who would have guessed? Alright, let's do a quick visual wrap-up picture, a radar chart showing both tools' strengths and weaknesses. You can see Taskworld totally dominating in collaboration, features, and overall experience, while ActiveCollab's big strength is price and, weirdly enough, integrations. It's not a total landslide, but you can see where each one shines. So what's the move? If you're a small agency obsessed with tracking time and invoicing, ActiveCollab is basically made for you. But if your team's all about slick task visuals, instant chatting, and speed, or you desperately need workflow templates, let's be real, Taskworld is taking the crown here. If you found this breakdown useful, don't forget to follow for more smart, no-nonsense tool comparisons. Seriously, it could save you from picking the wrong software, and who wants that